Hello again. So happy you could join me on this beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. I'd like to start out by thanking all my viewers and subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and I always try to get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Today we got a pre-stretched canvas 16 by 20 that I always use. What I did was I went to your local hardware and picked up some spray paint, sprayed it some different colors. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area and you have a mask on. Waited for that to completely dry. Then I loaded a thin coat of liquid clear. That's going to help the oils to blend a lot easier. Or you could go to the traditional way, take a blank canvas and use liquid white, and that's going to help your oils and everything blend right in with the liquid white. And that's where I'm at so far. And any colors and any information you'll need to paint along with me will come across the screen somewhere right about here. Today I thought maybe we'd do maybe a distant mountain, maybe a glacier in front, some evergreen trees, and a nice maybe meadow. Trying to add and put in a lot of colors. Maybe we'll add some colorful bushes. But that's where I'm at so far. And let's get started. And these are the two brushes that I like to use. The little fan brushes. So we'll start out with some sky. I got already the colors already on the palette here. I just went into some liquid clear. It's going to help thin out the paints because a thin paint sticks to a thin paint every time. So let's get into some white, I think. Load it up with some white for the horizon, just where we might want our mountain to be. And then our glacier is going to go over the top of that. Maybe we can have something like that. Put it off center, it's always a good thing to do. Add a lot of the white. Now maybe we'll come in to a touch of pink. Got some pink going on here, maybe a little bit of red in there. Brighten it up some. Just like that. Maybe some more. More pink. All the way. Set that down. We're going to come into our blender brush. It's a soft brush here. I'm going to blend all these colors in. The pinks. I like leaving that white down there. That bright white. Circular motions, just kind of blending it all in. Step back. Wipe off that brush. We'll come into some more white. Get this other little fan brush going here for the white. And we'll add more down here. Back into the blender brush. Just the corner of the brush. Circular motions. Circular motions all the way. can almost get some cloudy stuff going on in the back there. The mist. Got some clouds back there. All this looks kind of cloudy, and you get up into the pink. Set that down. We'll come into a palette knife. Then we'll mix up some colors for the distant mountain. Maybe we got some blues going here. Maybe some purple. Grab some white. Want to dull that down. Get it a distant color. Mountain further away mountain isn't as bright. Same thing goes with your landscape. Get a little roll of paint. Let's determine where we want our. Maybe we'll have it be a peak mountain. Some peaks going on. But that's going to be distant, so it's going to be a softer. Softer blue. Just like that. Set that down. Come into the same brush we used. Put the liquid clear on. This one right here. We're going to blend this out the way we might want our mountain to be. All the way down. You can make it as steep or as small of a mountain just by pulling it in the angles the direction that you want to. Wipe that off. Come back into the palette knife. We're going to pull some weight. You want to leave your paint coming down that long end of the palette knife because that's going to help you put the snow on as we tap it. And you just flatten out that flatten that palette knife out, and all that pulls right off of there. We'll get into some color down here. Let me move this green off of here. We don't want that green on there. Take some white, put it down here. Pull it flat. Get a little roll of paint. All the way up into that snow-capped mountain. Just like that. Pull it down. Get a happening back there. Now we'll get some blue, same color. Lighten it up some. We'll come into the highlight. Highlight color. A little roll of paint. I think we're going to make it more blue. Try that. Just pulling that through. Maybe we'll get some white in there, lighten it up a little bit. Now, we'll pull that down into that color. All kinds of little things happening in there. Pulling it down, mixing it in with the white. All kinds of breaks in there. That's what you want. You want that look like that, of all the different stones. And now we'll come into the blender brush. And we'll tap this. You want to pay attention to the lay of the mountain or the angles, because you want that to be the same way. All the way. Wipe off some of that. Make it all misty down here at the base, because that's the way it would look in nature before we put our glacier on there. Looks good to me. Now our glacier is going to be a little bit darker with the color. Looks like I'm getting some paint over. I'm going to mix that a little bit darker. Put the glacier up in front of it. The same colors, but go with a darker. Put a roll of paint right across. Maybe we got our glacier is right in front here. Right across. Have all kinds of little things popping up here and there. This is going to be straighter because it's got that glacier, the glacier look. that down. Maybe it's got that angle up there going. Now we'll just add some more here when I pull this down. The way the glacier would look, straight down. We'll pull it flat down like we did the mountain colors. And we'll get some of that happening all the way down. Like that. Wipe that knife off, palette knife. Come into this brush here, I'm going to pull down the glacier look. Right where we think that the glacier might look. Might have that. Pulling that down right from the top. Already you have some stone look going on. Gotta clean that brush off. Here's odorless paint thinner. That's always a good thing. Now we'll come into the palette knife. Get some white going for the glacier. Maybe a little bit of the mixture of the white and things. Here and there. Pulling it down. Kind of like we did the mountain. Kind of like what we did with the mountain area. Get the stones, the stone look. That's the way the glacier would look, just like that. Pull that down. Different areas. Different areas. Have different peaks and maybe where there's some stones. And just from where you can pull that down. Maybe you have some up here coming down. Some brighter. Some peeking. Some more white. Have some things popping down here. The illusion. The illusion of a glacier. Just keep working the colors, pulling it down. Glacier's got all kinds of different things happening throughout. Rock formations. Step back and you can come in with more white and determine maybe where you want your white to be more. That peeked out right there. Brought that end out. Got that end out. Maybe right here. Right down there. Right on that edge. Let's get some more white. Since we'll be using some more of the white, get that to pop out here and there. Leave those kind of breaks in there. That's kind of what we're looking for. that. That really brings that up. Got all kinds of rocky things. Let's come into the top. Kind of get that edge where it's not so bright. I'm just tapping that. Trying to soften that edge up just a little bit. That's better. You don't have that Sharpie edge on there. It blends in a little bit more. Okay, we're going to set that down. And we'll come in to misting this at the bottom like we did. Get the blender brush. Soften that up. Soften that up at the base. Make it all misty there. All I'm doing is tapping it. Tapping it in different directions. Getting that mist. You want it to be real misty down there. Step back. Looks misty. Okay, we'll get the little fan brush that we were using. We'll clean that off. We'll come in and we'll do some evergreen trees. I use odorless paint thinner, so it's a good thing. I'm going to come into some liquid clear. And the green color. I'm going to put some distant trees in. Got the green going. Liquid clear. Maybe we can put in some a blue mixture, some black and some brown. Darken that up. Mix all that up. That dark evergreen look. More liquid clear. And we'll come in and start making some trees. Distant trees. I'm going to get this other fan brush. It's a little bit thinner. We want that sharp edge on the trees. Just going to take the corner of the brush and determine where we want our tree to be. Maybe right there. Taking a corner of it, just tapping it. Going thicker as you go down. Tap harder. Distant trees. Maybe we can have one there. taking a corner of it. Going back and forth, all the way down. Maybe that's a bigger one there. Maybe we'll have a big one here. Maybe that one's closer. Put one there. Leave a little gap at the top. Gives it that separation between the trees. Who knows, maybe we'll put another one here. Taller one there. Just back and forth. Maybe we can have a tall one here too. We'll bring it closer now. We're going to have a meadow. Since we're going to make a meadow all the way to the glacier. Who knows? The bigger one there. Just tapping it. Just the way you think it might look there. Let's see. Kind of like this off in the distance more. And then maybe put the meadow where they come closer to us that way. Instead of having them same thing going on each side. The more you tap, you can make this tree as big as you want and have it come all the way down. Okay, let's put a bigger one right here. Maybe we can put that right in front. You try to get out of your way so you can see me just tapping it. All the way down. Picking up some more paint. Just like that. Maybe we got one. Taller one right there. put them in front or behind. Just depends on how you tap it. Just like that. Kind of like that, just like that. Nice and meadowy. We'll have a meadow coming through. I'm going to leave that for now. We can start putting a grassy area in. We'll use this brush that we used. We'll get into some of that color. Dark color, brown and black. Darken it up. Tell you what. Clean this brush off. Come into the greens without putting the dark color on first. That's been always kind of the base. You always want to put the dark color on first. Well, let me come into this liquid clear and some of this green. Maybe a little bit darker there. Maybe we can darken that up just a little bit. We'll come into the highlight right away. See what we got going on there. Maybe it goes right back. Underneath the trees. Off in the distance. You can have it going way back there if you want. Put that green right in between that tree there. Put that tree back by bringing that up, then having this come right in front of it. Get some things happening, just tapping it in there. Darkens that up real nice. Here you make a little bit of a hill over there. All the way to the meadow. That nice green color. Just tapping it, it gives you that look of the look of the grass. And it comes right down. Got some browns in there too. Shadow effect here. Has some different tones and colors. Add some more liquid white or liquid clear. Soften that up. Come down into this meadow. Darker color, since we're up here, since we're closer, you can darken that up. kinds of colors going on. Wipe off that brush. Come into some white, some of that green, some liquid clear. Got that lighter color now. That barely green. Comes right down. Right down to where maybe the light is hitting it. Nice sharpness there. Put this brush down. Let's come into some more white. Tap some white in there. Of course, I kind of like that just the way that is. Got the shadows, the meadows. Happening in there. We'll come into the blender brush. Kind of soften all that in there. I kind of like that, just like that. Maybe grab some white. Right in this middle here. Grab some of that, just like that. Put this down, we'll come into the blender brush. And we'll blend some of that in there. Tap that. Barely blending that. Get that soft, meadowy look. Get that soft, grassy meadow. Just like that. going to do the trees again. Do the base of the trees. Darken them in. Just like that sets it off. Come in and darken this one up. Okay, now we're going to come in, that fan brush, that little fan brush, and highlight the evergreen with the green color. Load it right up. We'll take the corner and just tap it. Just tap it right down. Right where you might think might have some of that reflection. Like that. We have some up here. Coming all the way down. Maybe you got some over here. Too much to tell back here, too far away. Too far away. Just keep tapping this. You get those highlights. That you're looking for. We'll put some back here. Too far to tell. Step back. This looks like there's a little bit too full in there. Maybe that goes right down. Just like that. thing going on in there. Now we'll come into the little brush. Tiny brush. This one right here. Gonna load it up with some dark color. Gonna put our eagle or a hawk in, or whatever you want it to be. Using black and brown. Loading it up, getting it a ink consistency. Load it right up on there. I'm going to come in here and put our eagle or our a little bit more in the center there. Just like that. Wanted to add some more color. Wanted to put some bushes in and stuff, but I kind of like that just the way it is. It's nice, it's kind of peaceful. So I'm going to come into this little brush here, and down in the corner, I'm going to go ahead and call this a completed painting. Maybe we'll add some white to that so it shows up more. I like signing mine with my last name. Some people use their initials, it's whatever you prefer. I like using my last name. And then another thing I like to do is put the initial, the year in. The year it was painted. I'd rather use your last name because people will know instead of just an initial. They might not know your initials. So this way everybody will know who did it. And then you can see your progression and what you were thinking at the time. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a little bit of a glacier, a little bit of a softer, than little meadow coming through. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you painted along with me, and I hope to see you again. Bye.